Hurricane Sally upgraded to a Category 2 hurricane late today, set to slam into the Gulf Coast. Now, this would be the third hurricane just this season alone to strike the Gulf Coast. It's a massive storm, winds already reaching 100 miles an hour, growing stronger over the warm waters of the Gulf. Expected to move slowly once it hits, which is never good. The outer reaches of the storm already dumping torrential rain on South Florida, flooding streets there, washing over the seawall in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, and kicking up the waves and surf on Dauphin Island, Alabama. Mandatory evacuations in effect tonight. Let's get right to the latest timing and the track of this. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee live in the Gulf tonight. She's in Alabama. You can see the water kicking up there. Ginger, what does the latest track show?
David, we are 24 hours from this making landfall, and you see that bridge behind me? We were thinking we could be live from Dauphin Island, the barrier island there. We had to leave because the causeway was already taking on water. That's how broad and impactful this will be for the next 48 hours. So let me take you to the maps, because not only is the Gulf of Mexico turning here, that storm is more than 100 miles from my southeast, but it is moving west-northwest, and it's slow. That slow movement is going to be key with this track as it makes landfall late tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning, somewhere in eastern Mississippi along that Alabama state line. It's not the line of where the eye passes. It's that broad area that's going to be impacted from Pensacola, Florida, back to, say, Slidell. New Orleans still finds themselves in a hurricane warning, and flash flood watches extend all the way to Birmingham, Alabama. That stationary front's not helping. That's going to act as a little bit of a barrier, keeping it even slower. You see, we stopped the time there, David. Wednesday, midnight. Rainfall and surge are going to be the biggest parts. We put down to 15 to 20 inches of rain. I really wish I could tell you that this is going to scream out to the north after that, but it looks like even a half-foot of rain possible into central Alabama, too.
And you showed us that front that's going to really slow it down, making it even worse. Ginger, thank you. And as you heard Ginger say so often, the right side of the hurricane, the dirty side of the hurricane, can bring the worst effects. But no matter what side you're on, the winds and the sheer amount of rain with this could be devastating. Senior meteorologist Rob Marciano also live in the storm zone tonight. He's in Biloxi, Mississippi, where they are bracing for what's to come.
Tonight, Hurricane Sally's strengthening surge. High water already flooding beach roads and hammering seawalls. The Gulf Coast bracing for a beast. These images, just a taste of what's to come. The surge likely to be over 10 feet in spots.
It is anticipated that we could exceed 20 inches of rainfall.
Across Mississippi, we saw families boarding up homes, gassing up, and filling sandbags any way they can. We met Wanda Daniels using a piece of Tupperware as a shovel, so we helped her out.
Because you're in a lower spot, you can probably get flooded.
I always do. When it rains heavy, I always get the water.
Officials racing to close floodgates in Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana. I got a first-hand look at the massive flood wall outside New Orleans just a few weeks ago.
And then there's this wall, new since Katrina, designed to keep any Gulf surge out of the city. It is huge, 26 feet high and nearly 2 miles across.
Power's going out right now.
Sally soaking Florida this weekend, flooding streets with nearly a foot of rain. A powerful hurricane coming less than 3 weeks after Laura slammed ashore, turning a third of Louisiana into a disaster zone.
All right, so let's get to Rob Marciano with us tonight as well from Biloxi. And Rob, I know the winds are always dangerous, the rain, but the storm surge I know is a real concern where you are tonight.
It certainly is, David. This area of the Gulf so vulnerable to surge. Back in 2005, Katrina brought a record 28-foot surge as a Category 3. Sally over a Category 2. So take a look at these numbers. They may be conservative, and it's a pretty broad area where we'll see 6 to at least 11 feet of surge, plus the rainfall that Ginger mentioned. It's a slow mover. That's dangerous. All right, this year, much like the year of Katrina, is off the charts for activity. There are now 5 named storms spinning at the same time in the Atlantic. That hasn't happened in 50 years as we bear the brunt of this peak of a very active hurricane season. David?
All right, Rob Marciano and Ginger Zee, they're going to be on the scene for us throughout this. Rob, thank you. Of course, the other